The Little Red Balloon, a heartwarming story of kindness. If you like the video, please like and subscribe the channel. The Little Red Balloon. There was once a little girl named Lily who lived in a small town. Quiet streets and friendly neighbors. Lily was only 7 years old, but she had one of the kindest hearts anyone had ever seen. She loved helping people, smiling at strangers, and spending time outdoors. Every evening after school, Lily would walk to the park with her parents. It was her favorite place in the whole world. There were tall green trees that danced in the wind, bright flowers that filled the air with a sweet smell, and children laughing as they played games together. But there was one thing Lily loved even more than the swings or the slides. She loved balloons. Whenever she looked up into the sky and saw colorful balloons floating above birthday parties or festivals, she wondered where they went after they disappeared into the clouds. Do balloons have adventures? She often asked her father. Her father would smile and reply, maybe they carry little wishes to the sky. Lily liked that answer. From that day on, every balloon she saw became a little dream floating toward the clouds. One bright Saturday morning, the weather was perfect. The sky was clear and blue. Fluffy white clouds drifted slowly above, and a gentle breeze made the leaves rustle softly. Lily's parents decided to take her to the town fair. The fair was full of excitement. There were colorful rides spinning in circles, music playing from every corner, delicious popcorn filling the air with its buttery smell, and children running around with painted faces and cotton candy. Lily's eyes sparkled with excitement as she looked around. Then she noticed something that made her stop walking. A man was standing beside a huge bunch of balloons. There were blue balloons, yellow balloons, green balloons, purple balloons, and shiny silver balloons. But one balloon stood out from all the others. It was a bright, beautiful red balloon that glowed in the sunlight. Lily couldn't stop looking at it. Her father noticed the smile on her face. He gently asked, "Would you like that balloon?" Lily nodded excitedly. Her father bought the red balloon and tied the string carefully around Lily's wrist. "Now you won't lose it," he said with a smile. Lily thanked him and hugged him tightly. "This is the prettiest balloon I've ever seen," she whispered. For the rest of the afternoon, Lily walked proudly through the fair with her balloon floating happily above her head. People smiled as they saw her. Some little children even pointed at the bright red balloon. Lily held the string carefully. She had already decided she would keep this balloon forever. After visiting the fair, Lily and her parents walked to the nearby park before going home. The park was peaceful. Birds were singing. Butterflies flew from flower to flower. The warm sunshine made everything look golden. Lily skipped happily along the walking path. As she played near the trees, she suddenly heard a strange sound. It was very soft, almost like someone crying. She stopped walking. She listened carefully. Again she heard it. Whimper, whimper. Curious, Lily followed the sound. Behind a large green bush, she found a tiny brown puppy. The puppy's leash had become tangled in the branches. No matter how hard it tried to escape, it couldn't move. Its eyes looked frightened. Its tiny tail was tucked beneath its body. The poor puppy kept making soft crying sounds. Lily immediately felt sorry for it. She looked around. There was no owner nearby. The puppy needed help. Without thinking about anything else, Lily gently untied the balloon from her wrist and tied it securely to a nearby wooden bench. "I'll come right back," she said to the balloon with a smile. Then she slowly knelt beside the frightened puppy. "It's okay," she whispered softly. "I'm here to help." She carefully moved the branches one by one so she wouldn't hurt the puppy. The puppy was nervous at first, but Lily spoke gently and patiently. After a few minutes, the leash finally came free. The little puppy jumped out of the bush. Instead of running away, it wagged its tiny tail as fast as it could. Then it happily licked Lily's hand. Lily laughed. "You are so cute." At that exact moment, something unexpected happened. A strong gust of wind swept across the park. The trees swayed. Leaves flew into the air. The bench shook slightly. The knot holding Lily's balloon slowly became loose. Before anyone could notice, the red balloon slipped free. It floated higher and higher and higher into the bright blue sky. When Lily turned around, her smile disappeared. My balloon. She reached toward the sky, but it was already too high. She ran a few steps. She stretched her arms, but there was nothing she could do. The balloon continued rising until it became a tiny red dot among the clouds. Tears filled Lily's eyes. She had wanted to keep that balloon forever. Just then, an elderly woman sitting on a nearby bench had watched everything happen. She smiled warmly and called Lily over. "My dear," she said gently. "I saw what happened." Lily looked down sadly. "I lost my favorite balloon." The old woman nodded kindly. "Yes, you did. But do you know something?" Lily slowly shook her head. The woman smiled. "Sometimes we lose something precious while helping someone else. But kindness has a wonderful way of finding its way back to us." Lily didn't fully understand those words, but they made her feel a little better. Just then, someone shouted from across the park, "Buddy!" A young man came running toward the puppy. The little dog barked excitedly and rushed into his arms. "I've been searching everywhere for you," the man said. Then he noticed Lily. "Did you rescue my puppy?" Lily smiled. "He was stuck in the bushes." The young man's eyes filled with gratitude. "Thank you so much. I was so worried. If you hadn't helped him, I don't know what might have happened." He reached into his backpack and took out a beautifully wrapped package. "I'd like you to have this." Lily carefully opened it. Inside was a beautiful storybook with colorful illustrations on every page. The cover read, "Adventures Around the World." Lily's eyes lit up. She loved reading. "This is for me." The young man smiled. "You earned it. My puppy means everything to me." "Thank you for choosing kindness." Lily hugged the book tightly. She realized something. Although she had lost her balloon, she had helped save a little life. And now she had a wonderful new book filled with adventures waiting to be discovered. As the sun slowly began to set, Lily and her parents started walking home. The sky turned orange, pink, and purple. High above the clouds, Lily thought she could still see a tiny red dot floating peacefully through the evening sky. She smiled. Maybe her father had been right all along. Maybe balloons really did carry wishes into the sky. And maybe her balloon was carrying the wish that every frightened animal would always find someone kind enough to help. That night, Lily curled up in bed with her new storybook. Before falling asleep, she thought about the puppy, the old woman's wise words, and the red balloon floating somewhere beyond the clouds. She no longer felt sad. Instead, she felt proud. Because she had learned something very important that day. Things can always be replaced. A balloon can be bought again. A toy can be found again. But a chance to help someone in need is precious. Lily closed her eyes with a peaceful smile. And somewhere high above the clouds, a little red balloon continued its beautiful journey across the endless blue sky. The end. Moral of the story: true kindness is never wasted. When we choose to help others, life often rewards us in ways we never expect.